The following is a fourth-hand production.
Are you easily offended?
Because if you are, you should probably stop listening.
Are you interested in the bizarre and unusual?
Like serial killers?
You scream as loud as you can. They're already scared of you. They stab you just once. You know what I mean? Then run
Or
off.
maybe they fucking kill you.
And aliens? I'm thinking aliens.
Yeah, probably. like if you're gonna take my sperm, at least make me happy. Don't forget about the paranormal.
Why do you look like that?
Because I'm from hell, bitch!
Why are you from hell?
Come on strange, drunken journeys with us. Your host, Tomcat, a.k.a. Tom Thompson.
And Billy Kirby.
As we drink and discuss the creepy and weird sides of life. Strange Brew Podcast. That's Strange Brew Podcast.
Okay, Tom, relax. Strange Brew can be found anywhere you can find a podcast, though.
From Apple Podcast and Spotify to Podbean and many more.
So crack those beers or the booze
and light those doobies
because it's about to get strange.
What? No! You suck! Oh my God!
Caroline!
They're here.
Can you hear me?
Yo, what up, everybody? Welcome to episode, I keep forgetting, I don't care, of What the Suck. I'm Chris.
And I'm James. What's up, hoes?
All right, man. Today is another exciting entry in our shitty
Our
list of movies.
never-ending library of
cock-a-doo-doo. Big, as Jeff Goldblum says, that is one big pile of shit.
That is, oh, absolutely.
And that is what we do here at What the Suck.
That's how we roll, bitches.
That's right. So today we are breaking on into the 80s with the, hang on.
You picked it.
I know, right? All right. With the 1988 American supernatural horror film Poltergeist III.
This is one of those cases, my friends, where they should have stopped at one.
Yeah, for real.
I mean, one was fantastic. Two was, what the hell are you doing?
Yeah.
And number three was, why?
It's just one of those where they definitely just shot him out for money.
Yeah.
For money. That's all it was. It's a cash grab. Just a pure cash grab. Yeah.
And on top of that, they killed the poor kid.
Well, they didn't kill the kid. We'll get into that. They didn't kill the kid, though. But, yeah, okay, so Poltergeist 3, directed by Gary Sherman, produced by Barry Bernardi, written by Gary Sherman and Brian Taggart, based on characters created by Steven Spielberg, starring Tom Skerritt, Nancy Allen, Heather O'Rourke, and, of course, Zelda Rubinstein.
So, wait a minute. You telling me Viper's in this? Detective Lewis from RoboCop is in this.
Yup.
Heather, I've only done 3 movies, and Zelda, I look like my friend Joan Rubinstein.
Shit, yep.
Oh, Lord.
I mean, there's more people, obviously, but these are like the main actors that are credited in the movie. So, music by Joe Renzetti, cinematography by Alex Nepomanchi, close enough. Maniashi. Edited by Ross Albert. Distributed by MGM. Released June 10th, 1988. 98-minute runtime. It had a budget of $9.5 million and a box office of $14.1. So it barely made its budget back.
Barely made its money back.
Barely. Now, this film is both. Well, I won't say both. This film is just infamous for many things. Many things.
Yes.
One, being a complete piece of shit.
Yes.
Two, being the weirdest of the Poltergeist movies because it takes place in a fucking apartment tower complex, which it's just fucking like weird. It's just no. So, okay, so for those who don't know the history of the Poltergeist franchise, let's take you through a little bit of history with this, shall we?
Shall we?
So, first Poltergeist released 1982, right?
Yep.
Co-written and produced by Steven Spielberg.
And it was a work of fucking art.
Yes.
I absolutely loved the first Poltergeist.
Yes. Now, it wasn't directed by Steven Spielberg, as probably many people think. It was actually directed by Toby Hooper.
Toby Hooper?
Toby Hooper.
Ah.
The man behind Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Now, the film focuses on the Freeling family, which consists of Steve, played by Coach Craig T. Nelson. Diane, played by Jo Beth Williams. Dana, played by Dominic Dune. More on her later. Robbie by Oliver Williams. And Carol Ann, played by the precious Heather O'Rourke.
Very precious. What a cute kid.
Yes, they live in the California housing development called Siesta Verde, which comes to be haunted by ghosts.
It's Cuesta, fool. You got to say it like a white guy.
Oh, by Cuesta Verde, which comes to be haunted by ghosts. The ghosts communicate only with Carol Ann through the family's television set and are under the control of a demon known as the Beast, quote unquote. Now, the ghosts are attracted to Carol Ann's life force, and believing she will help them lead them into the light, they abduct her through her bedroom closet, which acts as a portal to her dimension. Now, most of the film revolves around the efforts of her family to rescue her, along with a group of parapsychologists and a spiritual medium named Tangina Barons.
I didn't even know she had a last name.
I don't know either. I just called her Zelda. Zelda Rubinstein. Caroline is eventually retrieved from the other side, and following a second attack by the Beast that reveals the ghost had originated from an improperly relocated cemetery under the neighborhood, the family flees Cuesta Verde while the house caves in on itself and is sucked into another dimension.
Cue my favorite line. You moved the headstones, but you left the bodies, didn't you?
Yeah, this movie has a ton of great references, scenes, lines.
Yeah.
I mean, it's got one of the most famous lines in horror movie history.
They never, the one thing that I'm sorry, I love the house. The whole portal in the house and all that shit is crazy. I get it. But the lunging coffins bursting out of the ground and shit, I was like, whatever. But
well, I mean, so it has the famous line "They're here," which is with Caroline in front of the TV. Which
that's like probably one of the most famous horror lines ever.
And we need to preface this for all the millennials out there because they don't know nothing about this. So back in the day, kids, we're gonna take a little trip back to Grandpa's time.
Grab your coloring books and grab your dog.
And put down your iPods and your Apple phones. So back in the day, all right. TVs did not run 24 hours.
No, they did not.
At the end of the broadcasting day, they would play the national anthem along with like a montage of like eagles in the country and shit. Was it national anthem or
it was?
It was, yeah, okay. Then it would go to static. Yeah. And it would be static the whole night until early in the morning when it would pick back up. Okay.
Yep.
Now, that's different from now because now everything is 24 hours.
The world doesn't shut off.
No.
It stays on constantly.
And let me tell you, growing up as a kid, that was my white noise to fall asleep to. You know, I'd watch TV.
Absolutely.
Till super late, and I'd wake up middle of the night with the snow going, and it would be very calming and relaxing. Then 1988 happened, and this fucking movie came out. And this movie had Carol Ann talking through the ghost through the snow. And the ghost entering the house through the TV of the snow. And from that point on, I could no longer sleep with the fucking snow on the TV.
No.
Because I was scared out of my 9-year-old shitless pants.
Now, were you talking about the original, or are you talking 3?
On the original. This is the original.
You said 88, fool.
Oh, I'm sorry. 82. Sorry.
Retract.
82 came out. You're right. I was thinking about this one, but yeah, 82 came out. So I was 5 when I first saw it in 85.
Yes.
So yeah,
everything about that one was an absolute masterpiece.
Now you've got the great scene where Craig T. Nelson's in the mirror and he's peeling his face off.
No, that was Marty, the paranormal investigator.
Oh, okay, yeah, Marty. Sorry, Marty. Confusing here.
The chicken stealing, steak stealing fuck.
Craig T. Nelson
went in the kitchen.
Craig T. Nelson had the worm that he drank, and then
that was part 2.
Was that part 2?
That was part 2.
Holy shit! I'm mixing all my shit up.
That's okay. It don't matter.
Okay, hold on. The clown was this one. The clown was this one for sure. The
clown
first
was this one, and the tree.
And the tree. The creepy ass tree.
Yep.
What else was? Oh, I know the first one's also had that. It's not scary, but had that really hilarious fucking scene where he's trying to watch a game with his friends, and his neighbor has the same remote on the same frequency,
and
they keep changing the channels, and they're literally they're opening the side door of the house and they're facing each other and just hitting the remote.
That's
not
awesome.
scary, fucking hilarious though.
It was great.
Yeah. Okay, so that one's out. Oh, now that's the first one. It's a classic. Now the other thing this one's infamous for is the fact that there's a scene at the end where they're in the not filled in, not fully furnished pool.
Yes.
That's full of water because of the rain.
Uh-huh.
And the skeletons start to come out.
Yep.
They used real skeletons.
Yes, they
because
did.
They were actually cheaper than buying fake skeletons. So, these skeletons...
I wonder if they told Miss Jo Beth Williams if they were going to be real.
Probably... I don't think so. Probably not. No, I doubt it. And so... Yeah, so so when you see that scene, guys, and you see the skeletons come out, those are actual real skeletons.
That is...
Right.
That's fucked up, really.
That is
to
fucked
be honest
up.
with you, it is. Because you're messing with somebody's remains, you know.
I mean, they just didn't care. They're like, here, throw fucking Billy in there. Let's go.
Yep.
Yeah. So, on top of that, we also have a tragedy that happened just after the first one, which sort of instigated the quote-unquote poltergeist curse.
Yes.
So, actress Dominique Young, or Dunn, who made her film debut in Poltergeist as the elder sister of Carol Ann, was killed in 1983, a year after.
And had one of the most, what I call, bone-chilling screams that I've ever heard in a horror movie.
Yeah.
When
I do remember that.
When she gets out of the car and she yells, "What's happening?" and
Yeah.
she gets freaked out and then she screams it.
Mm-hmm.
That was a bone chiller.
It was very.
I mean,
yeah.
she really delivered that one well. And it was a shame that she was strangled by her boyfriend.
Yeah,
What a
so
bunch
she
of
was
shit.
strangled to death by her boyfriend, John Thomas Sweeney. So we're bringing you here a little bit of crossover between our other show, State of Fear, and this one, because State of Fear, we do paranormal and true crime. Go listen to it. It's fucking awesome. And then, okay, so we got the crossover here. Now, later, Young was put on life support after the attack, but passed away 5 days later. And John Thomas Sweeney was found guilty of voluntary manslaughter, according to a 1983 article from the Freelance Star.
Manslaughter.
Yeah.
You know why? Because she didn't die immediately.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
The problem, sorry, he was trying to kill her.
He was trying to kill her.
You
yeah,
know,
he was an
so
asshole.
that should be attempted murder, manslaughter. Just put a gun to his head and kill him.
So then you've got the actor who played the cult leader Kane, Julian Beck, who died at the age of 60 when he lost his battle with stomach cancer in 1985. 60.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Now, I know he was sick, but during the filming of Poltergeist 2, he looked like he was 90 years old. Poor guy.
That's what stomach cancer does to you,
must
man.
have ripped him to shreds, but...
Yeah.
You know, I've always joked about how creepy looking he was and shit, and then I found out he was sick, and I felt kind of bad for about 5 minutes.
For about 5 minutes.
But his character was super creepy, man.
Scary as shit. He was scary as shit. So the third death has to do with an actor by the name of Will Sampson, who played the
fantastic actor, by the way.
The Ghost Taylor in the second film.
Yep.
He died on June 3rd, 1987, age 53, after a illness caused by a chronic degenerative condition.
Damn.
Yeah. So
he was like 6'8" too. He was huge.
Yeah. Yeah.
He played. If anybody's a fan of old westerns, one of his best roles was Tin Bears in the Outlaw Josie Wales.
Oh,
he was the Indian chief. Very good actor.
Yeah.
And good guy all around. 53.
53.
Man, damn,
even younger than Kane, dude.
Shit, I'll be 53 in like 6 months.
So the
Damn.
final and probably most tragic death was that around Carol Ann Heather O'Rourke. Now it was most tragic because she was the youngest, and it was also unexpected.
It was one of those deaths that just come out of nowhere.
Yeah.
And we did a little reading on it and I thought she had died of cancer. I was wrong. The poor little thing actually died of a 4-inch swollen intestinal block, and she died during surgery.
Right. She died during surgery. She had, I believe, a form of Crohn's disease.
Yeah.
And while in surgery, she unfortunately passed on at the age...
I believe it was during filming, if I'm not mistaken.
No, because it was after. Yeah,
it just
she died,
wrapped. Yeah.
Because she died February 1st, 1988. So like 4 months before the film came out. So
and she was one kid in the movie who actually didn't aggravate the shit out of me.
Yeah. No, she was a great actress.
She was cute.
Yeah.
Adorable little kid.
Unfortunately, she was 12 when she died, so
Yeah.
that's very sad. But yeah, so that is what gave rise to the Poltergeist curse, and
rightfully so. I mean,
and that
damn.
because they use real bones in the scene of the first movie, and
Yeah.
the movie itself is just so the first one itself is great because it's sort of a slow burn,
Mm-hmm.
but it also has like just enough creepy moments in between to keep you on edge till you get to that finale, which is just horrifying.
Jeez, yeah, because like you said, that's a very good term for it, slow burn. Because they actually start out, everybody knows, getting a kick out of it. They're having
Right.
fun with it.
I mean,
they're
they have
messing
that
with the
scene,
ghosts,
right?
Yeah.
Where like they have that chair going across the
Yeah.
floor, and
she got it all marked on the floor and
Yeah.
shit. It says, "Here, sit here."
And then they have the scene that is I mean, there's quite a few occurrences in the film that we as paranormal investigators have heard of in real life cases,
Yep.
like chairs moving, but also that scene where she leaves a room, the kitchen, she comes back in, all the cabinets are open,
Yes.
all the chairs are stacked.
That was awesome.
Yeah, and we've had people who've had cases like that actually happen.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, it's and little things like that just build up to it.
Yep.
So
And all she did was turn around and go.
yeah,
She gasps and turns around, and that's it.
yeah,
And I'm like, okay. That's
yeah.
I mean, she's acting awful calm for somebody whose chairs just all stacked themselves in like a matter of seconds.
I know.
But it was cool the way she's playing with it at first because it didn't seem at the time that it was going to harm them.
No, it was purely. I mean, especially because something like that is so benign.
Now I don't blame the tree for trying to eat the kid.
Yeah, the kid was
because he was annoying. He was
bastard.
annoying, a little buck.
But I tell you what, that clown in Poltergeist is what scared me from clowns when I was a kid.
I think
Not
that's
it.
one of the iconic moments in horror movie history. To be honest with you,
Yeah.
that trying to throw the blanket over.
Not even that. Just when he looks and it's gone, and then it pulls underneath the fucking.
And you hear
bed.
the bells. You hear the
Yeah.
bells go chink, and
Yeah.
he looks over and it's gone, and you're like, oh shit.
Yeah, so that scared me as a kid, not it. But I got over my fear of clowns a long time ago. They're not scary. They're sad. They're very sad.
Yeah.
So, all right, the sequel, Poltergeist 2, was directed by Brian Gibson and released on May 23rd, 1986, and is set a year following the events of the first one and offers an alternate explanation for the ghost's origin. Now, the film also develops the identity and backstory of the beast, who had lived in the 19th century as a religious zealot named Reverend Henry Kane, played by Julian Beck. Now, Kane was leader of a utopian cult who, in anticipation of the end of the world, had sealed themselves in a cavern located directly below what later became the Freelings' property.
Exactly. I was just going to say that. Those skeletons that came up in the pool came out of the crypt.
Right.
Or not the crypt, but the
cavern.
underground cavern that
Yeah.
he'd locked everybody in. So I was like, nah.
Now, Kane is anxious to possess Carol Ann in order to continue manipulating his followers after death. The ghosts follow and attack the Freelings at their current household, aided by an American Indian shaman named Taylor, Samson. The Freelings managed to escape from Kane and his followers a second time.
Now, that was neat. I like the fact that they involved the whole Native American thing in this movie. The meditation, the facing the beast, and all that. I mean, yes, Poltergeist 2 was a huge step down, granted. Not nearly as many cool effects.
Right.
The tequila worm scene was stupid.
Hey, look, man, for a 7-year-old kid, that was creepy as shit.
Yeah, it was.
That
Hell
was
yeah,
creepy
the
as
way
shit.
that thing grinned at him and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, but damn.
And let me tell you, for a 7-year-old kid, Kane was a scary motherfucker too.
Yeah, oh God.
Kane was creepy as shit.
Yeah, I was already, I was in 88, I was already, or 86, excuse me. I was already in the service. So I was 18, 19 years old at that point, and I saw that bastard, and I didn't like him.
He's a scary motherfucker.
This is where you need to key his little song.
Oh, okay, yeah, I'll put that in.
Insert here.
So, what is Poltergeist 3 all about? Well, let me fucking tell you, you greedy bastards. Okay. They're back again for the third fucking time. That doesn't say on the box. I just put that in there. And they're still looking for Carol Ann, Heather O'Rourke, in this riveting and climactic finale to the Poltergeist trilogy. Sent by her parents to live in Chicago high-rise with her aunt, Nancy Ellen, uncle, Tom Skerritt, and cousin, Laura Flynn Boyle, Carol Ann must face demons more frightening than ever before, as they move from invading homes to taking over an entire skyscraper. Womp,
What the hell they do?
fucking
Move to the
womp.
ghetto? What
Yeah.
the fuck?
I mean, what is this, Ghost in the Machine and
They
shit?
said, oh, even more terror. It's a damn high rise.
It's a high rise. Yeah.
You know, you go you go from suburban America to,
to fucking the Trump Tower. You know,
whatever. But yeah.
All right, now let's real quick. The Rotten Tomato score on this is a 18% from 17 critic reviews.
Perfect.
22% from 17,722 audience reviews. Holy shit! Yeah, so
that's a lot.
It's a stinker.
Yeah,
it's a stinker. Once again, our rating system. Go check out other episodes about it. We're not going to go over here. So. That being said, let's get into the review, shall we?
Absolutely, man.
Let's watch this piece of shit.
You want to help me make breakfast?
Yeah, I'd love to. Come on.
Okay, we got eggs, sausage, bacon. What'll it be?
Toastums.
Oh, no.
I cook, you set the table.
How's Carol Ann?
I don't know. How would you feel if some quack told you you had supernatural powers? How do you feel deep down inside? One word.
I don't know. Well, lonely maybe.
Some sort of mass hysteria? It's more like mass hypnosis. Oh, it's a great act. Carol Ann creates the fire and you feed it.
You made this happen. You made her talk about him. You made her remember him. He was lost. Can you feel the cold? He's devouring the heat, the energy.
I'm going to count to 3, Carol Ann. And when I snap my fingers, you will awaken. 1, 2, 3.
All right. Well, holy shit. That yeah, that definitely you made a great comment. This is halfway, actually more than partway, all the way through it. You said that this is worse than you remember.
Yeah,
I would agree. This is worse than I remember for sure.
I didn't even remember the movie correctly.
I didn't either. But then I had that problem earlier.
Yeah,
with 1 and 2, it was all blending together.
Yeah, but yeah, this 1 and 2 I remember very well because 1 I loved, 2 was, to me, it was okay.
Yeah,
it was all right.
Yeah,
this one here I didn't see, but maybe twice, maybe.
Yeah.
If I remember. But then I thought certain things. I completely forgot almost everything about this movie.
I feel like we take 1, 2, and 3, and then 1 on itself is completely awesome, and then we take the better parts of 2 and 3 and just merge them into one, make it one whole cohesive movie. You know?
Yeah, but see, then they sit there and I guess they.
Anyway, so. So right off the bat, we are introduced to Carol Ann in a building in Chicago.
What I guess looks like the John Hancock building. The 2 big antennas on it. Or
the Herbie Hancock building.
Herbie
Hancock. Yeah, so you don't even see like any scene with the parents discussing sending her away.
Nope.
To make her safe. Any of that shit. It's just cut. She's already fucking there.
She's just there.
She's been there. And she's watching a window washer, an old man out there washing a window, and then she looks away. She's playing with her speaking spell.
Which, first of all, fuck that, because he's just an old dude with a squeegee, and they live on the 70th floor in this movie.
Yeah,
and he's just outside the window,
like nothing,
just squeeging.
Yeah, there's a cloth hanging over the rail. He's on the 70th floor. It should be windy as fuck.
Yes.
And there is no wind in that motherfucker.
No wind, and first of all, still, fuck that.
Yeah. So he disappears, and then she's like, whatever, and all of a sudden, She goes towards the window, and that's another thing. This whole fucking building, every opposite side of this building, every hallway, every opposite side of the hallway, every opposite side of the room has a mirror.
Floor to ceiling mirrors.
Yeah, floor to ceiling.
Annoying department store, changing store, floor to ceiling mirror type
her
shit.
Her room that she's in, one side is like 3 sections, and it's floor to ceiling mirrors.
Yep.
And the middle section is the inside of her fucking door for this room. That makes no fucking sense.
It is. It's seriously ugly, but it's par for the course for this piece of shit.
It's set up that way so they can do all of these stupid ass, creepy scenes later on where the mirror shows something but the real world doesn't.
Yep. And this is the reason there was no Poltergeist 4.
Right. I mean,
it just couldn't have got any fucking worse.
It's not scary when you show it every 5 fucking minutes.
No, it's not.
All right, so she
now did you tell these nice folks that she's looking at the window washer dude when he goes down, he looks up?
Not yet,
because it's already happened.
Yeah, so so she looks. The window washer goes down. She goes to the side to take a look at him, and when she looks down, she sees Kane there instead.
Yep,
he's already there. He's showing up,
and he is a Dr. Emmett L. Brown looking motherfucker. This is not the Kane from the other movie, obviously, because the gentleman was dead.
Yeah.
Poor guy passed away. But this guy here, oh, man.
Like, he looks like one of the Golden Girls.
It's horrible.
Yeah. So then her aunt and uncle come in the room, and there's a bunch of talking about... Uncle Viper, yeah. Tom Skerritt.
Tom Skerritt. I'm going to call him Uncle Viper in this movie.
And then there's a whole bunch of talking, talking about the party that's going on tonight. There's some party going on. The parents are going to go to the Viper's daughter, which is Murphy's. Oh, sorry, not Murphy. What's Murphy's partner name?
Oh, Lewis.
Lewis.
Yep.
Lewis's stepdaughter. Talking about she wants to go to a party, and while that's going on, all of a sudden, like again, mirrors.
Everywhere.
All the elevators where the buttons are all mirror sections. All of a sudden, they start cracking all the way up to the middle, all floors.
Yeah, because Kane is now in the building.
Kane is in the building.
Literally in the building. Not in the building. He is in the building.
So then we cut to them to apparently Tom Skerritt is the property manager of the building.
Yes.
He goes to work in the building. The wife tries to take the kids down to meet their ride for school.
I don't know. I don't know if he's the property manager or he's like the architect in this building because this place is under construction.
Right.
As we noticed in several scenes when they walk through these halls, it's still the drywall and the freaking trim and shit.
But I don't think the architect actually lives inside the building while it's being built.
I don't know.
I don't think so. I think he's the property manager. Yeah, who knows? It's 80s. They're all doing fucking coke. So then
when making movies like this, it is a
necessity.
There's no wonder why.
Yeah.
You know.
So they finally, the mom gets the kids off to school, and then she goes to her job, which is part of the...
we can't forget, though.
What?
They sprint down 70 floors, through them all, and manage to cut off a van that is already leaving the parking garage.
And they're not even tired.
They're not tired.
Not tired, no.
No sweat, no nothing.
No hard, no lack of breath, nothing. They're just, oh, hey, I caught you. Good, let's go.
Yep. So they drag these little shits to school. And they drop Carol Ann off, of course, and she is at a gifted / emotional
support
problem,
emotionally challenged school,
I guess.
Yeah,
basically for kids that have gifts but are fucked in the head.
Yeah,
and of course, everybody in the school, she gets out of there, just mean little shit kids, all reaching their hands out, making fun of her, saying that she see a ghost and all this shit.
Yeah,
it's just typical fucking brat. Shit ass kids.
And so at this point, like apparently all of the teachers and staff at the school know about the whole incident at Carol Ann's house from the first movie.
Yes.
How they know? I don't fucking know.
No, there's no explanation.
There's no way that shit made national headlines.
There's not even an exposition dump at any point in this movie that explains
No.
why she was even brought there. All they know is they said they sent her there.
Yeah.
But they never said why.
No.
Why is she going to this school? They kind of explained it because I guess they think because she has been on the other side, she's got these gifts. This bullshit fucking school doctor.
The headmaster's a psychiatrist, so he's there to help the kids through their trauma, whatever trauma they suffered. He doesn't believe that she went to the other side. He just believes that she comes from a broken home.
And then she's got this power,
this mass hypnotism that she can make people believe what she's saying she's seen.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I'd be like, imagine y'all emptying your wallets and giving me your cash.
Give me your
$3. I wouldn't be wasting it
with
no ghost shit. I'd be like, give me some cash.
Yeah. And so, so then we get the scene where the mom is at her job, which is at the museum, getting the area ready for the party tonight.
Yes.
And then we cut to a scene where one of the janitors goes to Tom Skerritt to tell him that there's something wrong with the building.
Say, Viper, we got a problem.
Viper, come in, Viper. And take him to the heating and air conditioning duct area, and there's ice everywhere. Because ice is fucking scary. I mean, that's pretty
it's
scary.
Terrifying.
I was shitting my pants when I saw that. I was like, holy shit. Because I was thinking about the electricity bill on that motherfucker. Yeah. So she's at school, and you get this, this whole scene with the head doctor telling, like, some visitors all about the school and what they do, and he's just a real he's a real asshole.
Yeah, they have him in a room with see-through glass, and they're watching him, more fucking mirrors.
Right.
And watching these kids like their little experiments. Exactly,
Right. And it's pointless. It's just fucking pointless. It sucks.
It really does.
And so from there we introduced. Let me see. I'm trying to think what happened. Okay, yeah. Okay. So while that's going on, while they're in that glass case and observing Carol Ann. She sees Kane through the reflection in the glass. Again,
and absolutely has no emotional reaction whatsoever.
No, she's just like,
she's cool, calm, and collected. She's like, oh shit, again.
She's like, who is that? Is that Doc Brown?
Yeah, no,
it's Kane. Fuck. And well, after that happens, we cut to Zelda somewhere, who knows where, other side of the country, pouring tea, and all of a sudden she has an attack because she somehow senses she's got fucking the Jedi Force.
I was going to say, she's using the Force.
Using the Force.
She feels a disturbance.
Are you like driving with your eyes open or using the Force?
That's it.
But she senses that Kane has found her.
So she overpours her tea, tells the old hag she's with, "I'll see you bitches later.
Yeah.
I got to go."
Yeah.
And hops the fuck on a plane.
And goes.
And gone.
So then we're in a therapy session with Carol Ann and the doctor, and he's trying to help her through with some hypnosis and shit. And she's reliving stuff that happened in the first two movies, and he's like, I didn't see the first two movies, so fuck you. And
yeah, no shit. I didn't see the first two movies. Quit acting like I know what the fuck you're talking about.
So then she leaves, and before she leaves, she's like staring at, again, there are the guests are behind two-way mirror watching from the room.
Yes.
And she keeps staring at him, and he keeps turning back and forth to look in the mirror, to look at her, look in the mirror, look at her.
What the fuck are you looking at?
And then she leaves, and then she did leave before the thing went, right? Let me see. Hang on. I don't know if she left before. Yeah, she did. Oh, no, I know what happened. Okay, yeah. So he keeps looking back and forth, and then all of a sudden, in the reflection, she sees a hand come up through the table.
Yep.
So she takes off and leaves, and he is like, "What the hell?" He looks back. He sees the hand in the glass, in the mirror. Yeah. The hand picks up a fucking coffee cup, chucks it at him, and breaks the part of the two-way mirror.
I mean, bust the fuck out of it. And then he acts like, "Oh, she's just making me, just imagine this shit." This doctor is a real piece of shit.
He's got his head so up his ass that he tells the guest that it was another incident of mass hypnotism or post hypnotism.
She made us all think we saw the cup flying, and then she made you take your cup and smash the mirror.
Post hypnotic suggestion
Bullshit.
Or whatever. Yeah, it's dumb.
But I love the way she keeps looking over there like, what are you fucks looking at? I mean, I love that part. She's just kind of staring. She leans over and looks around. Says, what in the hell are these motherfuckers doing in here? All y'all fuck off. I'm out.
So we cut to that night, and the parents are getting ready for the party, and they're talking about some other bullshit. I
love it. It's like, you can hear the plane going down, folks.
Yeah, more.
It's like, grab the parachutes, time to jump.
Yeah, more interaction with the kids, and then they take off, and then we get this stupid scene where the parents are walking down the hallway, and again, One side of the hallway has fucking mirrors.
All mirrors.
The other side has 3 doors for other apartments that are going to be built or whatever. So they're walking down the hallway, and then you get a shot where as they pass each door in the mirror, the door opens, and a cane motherfucker comes out.
Yeah. And you're like, what's the point of all this?
Right. It's supposed to be creepy because he's
and they don't see him.
They don't see him.
They don't see him at all.
The doors in the real world don't actually open.
Yeah.
And so at this point, this is like the second or third time this has happened with mirrors.
Yep.
Because there was another scene earlier where when the Tom Skerritt and Lewis were talking, he was looking in a mirror fixing his bow tie, and then she was facing him, talking to him with her back to the mirror, and then he takes off. But in the mirror, his reflection is still there.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
And then she turns around. As she turns around, his reflection turns around and walks out. But he's already walked out, so she's double taking. Like, what the fuck?
But yet, still no panic.
No.
None.
Look, in the real goddamn world, if anybody sees that shit happen, they're pissing their pants, they're screaming.
You're shitting a brick and you're hauling ass.
And these people are like, man, people act like they're on crack, and they realize they have to get off crack because they're seeing shit.
Yep. Because they're entirely too mellow for this entire thing.
And at that point, it's like, again, when the scene when they're walking in the hallway, it's like the third time the shit's happened. And the first time it was kind of creepy. The second time, not so much. Third time, you're like, okay, I fucking get it. Stop it.
We get it. Every time you turn around and there's a wall somewhere that nobody's looking at, Kane's going to stick his fucking head out of the door.
Stop it.
Whatever.
It's not scary. It's annoying as shit. So then we cut to a scene where the 2 girls are talking, and Caroline tells her to go to the party, even though she doesn't want to. And then they do it. And then they do another scene, the same fucking scene. The bitch is getting ready in the bathroom, and the shot is of her looking in the mirror.
Yep.
And then in the mirror, Caroline opens the door, pops her head in, and says, "Hey, you look great," yada yada yada. But then when the camera turns left,
the door is closed.
The door is closed, and she opens the door, and Caroline's right there, and she says the same thing she just said in the mirror.
Yeah, but yet
again, not scary.
No panic.
No
not
panic.
Scary. No panic.
Yeah.
The girl's just acting like, what did I just see?
At this point, everybody has had a mirror issue or mirror problem, and they're just like, oh, it just happens every fucking day.
They just all of a sudden start having these encounters and shit, and no reaction whatsoever.
It's like, these 1980s mirrors are just full of flaws and shit.
Well, see, back in the 80s, everybody was badass, right? So, fuck that. We got a demon in the mirror. I don't give a shit. Fuck.
So, can't remember the bitch's name. What's this girl's name? What's her name again? The daughter? Donna. Donna goes to the party. The bunch of hipster kids there, a bunch of 80s hipster kids there. The parents end up being there, so they don't really have a party, and so they're trying to figure out where they're going to go to party.
Yep.
So then Donna's like, hey, I got my dad's keys to the building.
We're going to go fuck some shit up.
We're going to the pool. Let's go to the pool. So they decided they're going to go to the pool. Meanwhile, Caroline's back in her room playing with her speaking spell.
Yep.
The most evil of toys ever.
Of course it is.
And she keeps sensing, she's got this spider sense going on, that she keeps sensing something going on. And she thinks something's out the window. She goes over to the window. And this is where you start to get the idea that he is controlling all the mirrors in this building.
Yep.
Because as she's walking towards there, if you notice, her reflection is not doing things the same time as her.
Yep. And the thing is, what it is the mirror behind her shows his reflection as he's walking, like when she goes toward there,
right.
And it shows him on the damn lift again, and then she's looking out the real window, and nothing's there.
Right.
So, yes, he lives in that dimension.
In the mirror dimension. So,
hence to all you paranormal people out there who believe mirrors are dimensions, I think that's what they were trying to do with this fucking movie.
So then she walks back towards the mirror to see what's going on, and she puts her hands on it, and all of a sudden, other hands come out of the mirror, grab her hands, and she looks, and her face is an old looking face.
And she's entirely too calm. She's like, "Let me go, bitch."
Yeah. It lifts her up, and then she's screaming and wiggling, and then let's go. And then she's trying to get out. All of a sudden, she hears Zelda's voice, who's on a plane.
Zelda.
She's on a plane, and she's mentally projecting this thought to Carol Ann to break the mirror. And so she breaks the mirror.
Carol Ann, use the Force.
Yes. The Force be with you always, Carol Ann.
That's right.
So she breaks the mirror and she gets out. And from that point on, it is just one nonstop run, race to get away from fucking mirrors.
It is. It is fucking stupid. Then we get a shot after Tangina warns the kid, tells her what to do to get out of the room. Then we see her calling the doctor and bitching him out, saying, "Motherfucker, it's your fault.
Yeah.
You made her talk about it. You made her remember it. Now he knows where she's at. Your fault, motherfucker.
Now,
when I get there, I'm going to whoop your ass."
Meanwhile, this is all from a plane. She's on a fucking plane while this is all happening.
Exactly.
All this. She's doing all this from a plane because she is a badass.
Yes.
And so Carol Ann's in the apartment, freaked out, trying to figure out what to do. Meanwhile, Donna and her dumbass friends are trying to break into the pool. They break in, and then Donna and her Jufro dude leave to go to the
They went to the security room.
Yeah,
because they saw Officer Krupke. He runs off.
Yeah.
Security guard. He goes off for some reason. I think he's called off. So they go in there to fuck with the cameras. So what does she do? She does the typical thing. Oh, let's put it on a loop and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, she runs it back 2 hours, puts it on a loop, yada, yada, yada. Meanwhile, Carol Ann's running out of the apartment, and she goes to the elevator, but then Kane is in the elevator window.
Of course she is.
So she can't go in there.
And yet, no freak out. She just kind of stares.
Yeah, she's very calm about it. She's just like, oh, no, I got to get away. Can't do it. So after they do the loop, her Jufro boyfriend is like, hey, let's go to the supermarket. Let's go to the supermarket.
That just gets me.
This fucking building has everything, okay? It's got a goddamn pool.
A mall.
It's got a mall.
Has its own fucking mall.
It's got a supermarket.
Yep.
It has a party place. I mean, it has every fucking thing.
Hey, man, it's a perfect building. You ain't got to go nowhere.
You got to leave this perfect building for right now.
Stay inside forever.
To social distance yourself. You got to go nowhere.
That's right. Social distance.
And so meanwhile, Carol Ann's still trying to get away, and she's running down the stairs to get to the parking garage. The boyfriend, the Jufro and Donna
They've done Jack 2 6-packs of beer, some
bunch
Coke,
of soda, some chips and shit,
and they're going to go party.
And they go back to the room.
All things are interrupted. They go back to the security room,
right?
Start fucking with their friends, but then they see Carol Ann on the fucking monitor
in the parking garage,
and they're like, "Oh shit!" So they have to run down to the garage, go get her, and apparently Kane is chasing her.
Yeah.
Either other dimensionally or somewhat, but you hear his voice, and he's like, "Don't run away. We love you. You can lead us to the light," and blah blah blah, and all this shit. And so he's running from him, but then she does this weird, stupid ass backwards run.
Her run is not even like a run. She's like kicking up her feet.
She's like back, turn around, go forward.
Yeah.
And I'll turn to go back, and then I'll turn around and go forward, and then she goes down by this puddle.
Yeah.
This fucking puddle that has
puddle
no business being in here. This is indoors, and I'm guessing they're thinking, you'll look up and think, oh, it's just a leaky pipe, whatever. Maybe it is, because this building has all kinds of fucking problems now because Kane is fucking with everything.
Fucked it up.
And she's standing in this water, and here come these fucking hands.
Yeah.
Out, and it lights up, and you're like, oh, jeez.
And it turns into like a pool, like a 2-foot
pool. A glowing fucking pool on the ground.
Yeah.
And Tweedledee and Twiddlebitch come out.
Right.
Jufro boy and
Jufro and Donna. Yeah.
They start
fucking Jufro.
Oh, Lord. And then they come running around here, and they see her struggling in the water. They actually see this.
Yeah.
And they're actually way too calm. And then they finally run over and try to help her, and everybody
gets thrown in the pool.
Yanked the fuck in the pool.
Yeah, it's like, get in the pool, bitch. It's a good time.
That's right. And I'm sitting there going, you see these green fucking hands.
They look all old and decrepit.
I mean, oh, jeez. And the thing is, at this point, and they're only still there because they're white.
Right.
Okay, if there were any other race in the world, they'd be gone. They'd be like, fuck this, I'm out.
Yeah.
They'd have been gone when they seen the motherfucker in the mirror. I'm out.
Oh, yeah.
I'm done.
Bye, bitch.
White people, why do white people stay in the house when there's a ghost in the house? That's just it.
That's it. That's exactly what it is.
Okay, then we get to the scene where Viper is interrogating the stupid-ass teenagers.
Yeah, he gets called into by the security because they found the kids there.
They found the fucking kids in the pool. Say, hey, you got a bunch of kids in here fucking in the pool.
And so, yeah, they're banging in the pool. There's a fucking orgy going on in the pool. Got to clean the pool.
Yeah.
Got to clean the pool now because somebody took a shit in the pool. I don't know why Eddie Murphy has so many good references.
I don't know.
For horror
man,
movies,
it's awesome. It is awesome.
So anyway, so they tell him that they were down there with Donna, and so he's like, okay, well, Donna's in trouble because she should have been watching Carol Ann. So he goes down to the pool himself, and while he's in there, again, he's looking in the reflection with the pool behind him.
Yep.
And then all of a sudden, he hears something. He turns around, a flash of light turns around, and the pool is fucking frozen.
It's like a fucking frozen ass pond. It's a little cracked looking and shit. And I guess he gets thrown the fuck out.
Jack in the Box gets thrown the fuck out. Yeah, Jack in the Box Jufro comes popping out of the thing. And he's covered in ice.
Covered completely in ice. It is so stupid.
Yeah.
I mean, you said it best.
It looked like jizz.
He looked like he got jizzed on.
He looked like this.
I mean, head to toe jizz.
Covered in sperm, man. And see,
shit. Oh, that's got to stay in.
We're gonna call him Seaman Jufro.
Oh, God Almighty!
And he's telling he's so the psychiatrist and the wife come in, and they're like, what? They're like, what happened? And he's like, he jumped, he came out of the ice, and they're like, what ice? He turns around, and it's gone.
There's no ice in the pool, and the kid's got no ice on him
wet.
either.
Yeah,
or should I say, the jizz is gone.
Yeah, he wiped all the jizz off, and and so like he's telling them that they've got her, they've got Donna, and they've got Carol Ann, that they've got her. It's all he keeps saying over and over. They got her. They got her. They got her.
It's like,
yeah.
Tell me what the fuck.
What do you mean, motherfucker? Yeah,
exactly.
And so after that, they take him back up to his room, and they go upstairs to see what the fuck's going on because they don't understand why, where Donna's at. They get there, they open the door, and Carol Ann's door is like glowing.
It looks like a balloon that is being overly inflated. It's like puffing out and shit, and it's got like holes in it with light coming through it. It's like it's like, I guess the best way to describe it is like when a film melts and starts to come apart. It's the same kind of bubbly look.
Right.
And so they go over there because they see this fucking hand sticking out.
Yeah.
So they run over there and she tries to help her and it grabs her. And in the meantime, old Viper, that devil dog, he getting himself some ass.
That's right.
While he's trying to pull her, he's trying to pull Lewis back out the hole. He's copping a feel like a motherfucker.
Copping a feel, and all of a sudden, here comes old Zelda, and she's like, she's watching this sexual action going on. She's like,
what the? Because it does. It looked like he's nailing her.
Yeah, he's like,
here, pull her out.
She walks up. She's like, that ass is clear.
That's right.
And they're trying to pull Carol Ann out, but then she knocks him away. Say, that's not Carol Ann, and then
obviously it's Kane.
It's Kane
in her, in Carol Ann's little face. One of hundreds of distorted face scenes.
In this whole fucking movie.
Exactly. It's stupid, but she warns them. She just shows up out of fucking nowhere. I don't even know how she knew what building.
Yeah.
But then again, I guess she is because, if she can astral project her ass.
She was using the Force from thousands of miles away on a plane, 20,000 miles up.
I guess she can find an address.
Exactly where. Yeah, she knows how many pubes he has, all that shit.
Exactly.
She knows
well, anyway, she gets in there, gives them the usual Tangia act. And starts to tell them that your family is still there and
it's in danger.
So and then she begins to wave around this necklace and makes a reference to Taylor from Poltergeist II and says, I was given this by an Indian medicine man. It's very powerful, blah, blah, blah. It's a good-looking necklace, a lot of turquoise and silver, which is a favorite of the Native American community.
Yep.
Beautiful stuff. And this necklace is supposedly full of power.
And super strong. And
does, how do I put this?
Keeps evil at bay.
It kind of does, yeah. But do they never really, they've only used it a couple times. During, after, later on. It's not like this major thing. It doesn't flash. It doesn't blast any light. It doesn't do any shit like that. It's just they hold it up and, hey, motherfucker.
Yeah. Yeah. It doesn't emit light or anything. It's just there.
It's like holding up a cross to a vampire. Just, get away, motherfucker.
And so the psychiatrist is hypnotizing Jufro and asking him what happened. And he finally realized.
I'll eventually quit laughing at that, but damn.
He finally tells them that they fell into a puddle in the parking garage, and so they all go investigate the puddle. And while they're doing that, Zelda apparently can hear Carol Ann through the puddle.
And God bless the poor thing. She has really put it on.
Oh my gosh!
Since the first movie, her head is enormous.
Looks like a pumpkin. Like a damn pumpkin head.
It does. And I was making kind of some reference that she kind of looks like a friend of mine. But then I started looking at her more. I was like, no.
They're just the same height.
Yeah, same height, same kind of general hairstyle.
Same.
But I was like, holy crap.
Yeah, same annoying manner. Yeah. And so she tells him, the psychiatrist, that that it's real. What's going on is happening is real.
It's like, look here, you hack fuck. You don't know what the hell you're talking about.
Yeah, you're making things worse, actually, by the way. And so they get in the elevator and they head back up to the apartment. And while they're there, she's giving some grand speech about something. I don't give a fuck. Who cares? They open the door, but then in the reflection, Carol Ann is back in her room playing with the speaking spell. So they turn around and
they see her. That's just it.
They all see her.
They're sitting there. They can see her, but yet they're not doing shit.
Yeah. The psychiatrist sees her in the mirror, turns around and sees that she's not there.
And yet nothing.
They all see her. Yeah,
and
in the mirror.
Oh, that's peculiar.
And so Zelda's trying to coax her back over to this side in the mirror. And it's like 5 minutes of her just saying the same shit. And it's like, it's not happening. So then finally, I think it's, I don't know if it's a psychiatrist or the dad that tries to reach out for her.
Mm-hmm.
And Zelda says no and goes to push him, ends up...
Jumps against the mirror, turns into beef jerky.
Well, so what happens is when she hits the mirror, the Carol Ann in the mirror is not Carol Ann, it's Kane.
It's Kane.
And reaches out and touches her reflection, which turns her into beef jerky.
Yep.
And cracks the mirror, and then she falls on the ground. Tom Skerritt grabs her and throws her on the ground like he's trying to save her, but it's too late because she's beef fucking jerky.
And so she's crossed into the other dimension.
Yeah, she's into the dimension.
And she hits the ground and splits open, and the stupid
Donna
comes out screaming.
It's a
quite conventionally.
Pretty cool effect.
Conventionally?
It's a pretty cool effect.
Convincingly,
she's like, she's coming out and like, and Zelda's like falling apart and looks like baklava.
And actually a pretty decent scream.
Right? Yeah.
I mean, this wasn't a well acted scream for a change.
Right.
So somebody was actually showing a little terror for once.
Right.
So they go in and they wash all the jizz off of her.
They shower her down. They wash all the jizz off. She didn't have jizz. She has like something else. But they
look like boogers, man. It was brown, snotty, nasty shit.
Pretty fucking gross. And so then they're trying to like get her to calm down, but like something happens here that we like commented on like earlier. Like it's the 80s, it's different times, whatever. But like earlier in the film when Tom Skerritt is leaving for the party, and he's talking to his daughter and Donna, and tells her, to watch Carol Ann, blah blah blah, and they're having a little fun daughter-dad moment. But then he goes to kiss her goodbye and kiss her on the lips.
I think Viper and Donna had a little thing going.
I don't know, but we were like,
off screen.
You were like, that's gross. I'm like, it's 80s. People, were more accepting of that. Whatever. Yeah, it's just what it is. But then. So in this scene, after when he's got her in the bed, he's trying to calm her down. He's telling her she's okay. Mm-hmm. And, he's got his hands on her head.
It's very uncomfortable.
And then he leans in and kisses her on the lips again, and we're like, stop doing that.
And he's like all up on her and shit, and I'm like, dude,
like you're kissing her on the lips, not gonna calm her ass down.
I said, I know this is just a movie, but there's some insinuation going on here.
Yeah. And so like the mom freaks out, she can't take it, whatever, and
Lewis, she's uncharacteristically panicky, but that's her character. I get it.
Yeah,
she ain't Lewis the cop. She's not tough.
She's not tough.
She's a flake.
She's
weird, and she's questioning whether or not she's even was even smart to bring Carol in there.
She doesn't really believe all this is happening. She's trying to come to grips with it.
Fucking moronic.
Yeah. And so then while they're doing that, Tom Skerritt sees Carol Ann leave the apartment and go down the hallway.
Yep.
So he chases after her, and Lewis chases after him because she's like, "What the hell's going on?" And so the psychiatrist is like he's still there. He's telling Donna that she's okay, and he says he'll go find her parents, and he goes out, and then he sees Carol Ann in the hallway.
Carol Ann running down the hall.
Yeah.
Yep. And he's calling for her, and he goes over to the elevator. To where she, he opens the elevator's closing. He sees her in there, and the doors apparently are trying to force close on him. So he's trying to pull it apart, And you can see she's in the reflection. And she gives this shit-eating grin smile. Then she opens the door. It's an empty shaft. And Donna, out of nowhere, comes and pushes this motherfucker. Thank God. Finally, pushes his ass into the elevator shaft. And he bends his over. And he comes up and he's bent over this fucking.
And he's dead.
Yeah, he did.
He dead, motherfucker.
He's good.
So when the elevator comes up, then in comes out Jufro,
who is riding in the elevator car that the guy just landed on, but yet, just like the rest of the movie, didn't notice any thud.
Well,
no reaction, no nothing, and she killed. She just killed a motherfucker.
Yeah.
And then she's kissing this, and then she attacks this dude.
Well, it's because they're not Donna and Jufro anymore.
That's true. They're the two of those demonic things from
right.
Puddle.
Because as they're sitting there kissing, like he pulls her face off, and as he does that, their hands, like the skin on their hands, starts to come off.
Yeah, and then she just no reaction.
No.
Hey, you just tore on my face, motherfucker. No, nothing like that. Just okay, here we go.
So they're walking down the hallway, and they start laughing because they're like, "Oh, they thought I was her."
And those little poltergeist demon little giggles and
right.
shit.
And kind of a cool effect. Like they're walking down the hallway, and you see them, and you see the reflection, and then as they keep going, they disappear off camera, and then but you still see the reflection. But then when the camera turns more towards the hallway, they're actually not in the hallway.
Yes,
they disappear, but the reflection is still there.
Yeah.
So that was kind of a cool little trick. I mean, it wasn't meant to be scary. It just meant to be more like.
And I love the extension cord they just leave in the middle of the floor.
Yeah, it's there the whole fucking. It's there the entire fucking movie.
Is anybody gonna pick that shit up? No.
It's plugged in 24/7.
I guess so.
I think that extension cord powers the whole building.
Yep.
Yeah. So then we got the scene where Scarrett is chasing Carol Ann upstairs, and the wife is like...
Well, what's funny is he yells up the stairs, "Carol Ann, you up there?" And then we get a single flash of a red light.
Yeah.
For no reason.
Yeah.
So he buys that. Oh, it's her.
It's her.
So they run up there, and they end up somehow locking themselves in a fucking walk-in freezer.
Yeah.
They got all these animals hanging upside down, frozen. A pig. It looks like a goose or some shit, but you said it looked like a damn...
Plesiosaur. Look like a damn Loch Ness Monster up in that motherfucker.
Well, of course they get locked in, and then this hose cuts on, and the damn thing starts to flood at an incredibly fast rate.
Super fast.
With this weird-ass looking green fucking water. And you're like, what the hell?
Some sewer-ass water.
Where's Marvin Zindler?
Yeah.
Once again, if you ain't heard of Marvin Zindler, Google his ass.
Yeah.
And Tangia, looking like she's taking an enormous shit, comes out of the water, straining, looking like she's straining, and hands Scarrett, gives Viper the necklace.
Yep, saying outside in.
Outside in. Inside,
take that necklace, bitch.
That's right. Hands it off. Then she vanishes, after he takes it. And you're sitting there going, you got to be fucking shitting me. And this is the scene what I got wrong, because remember when I was talking to you before we started watching it, I thought she came through a mirror
and gave it
at
to
some
her.
point, but she doesn't.
Yeah.
She is in the mirror later, but not,
not when she gave him the necklace.
Not
right.
that that's important. But anyway, moving on. Here we are.
So then they flash forward out of nowhere. They end up in the fucking parking garage.
In the parking garage, and everything is fucking a foot thick in ice and snow.
Everything.
And all the cars, for some reason, go Christine.
Yep.
Not even cool, though.
Nope.
And they very lazily.
Very slowly.
Very slow, very lazy, try to run them over. One car has a hole in the windshield and a real bright light coming out of it.
And it's fucking Kane in there.
And he's yelling and he's like, "Who the hell are you?" And he says, "It's me," or whatever the fuck.
"I'm the parking attendant, bitch."
That's right. Fuck.
What? Oh yeah. So, but so this thing goes on for like 10 minutes where they're just dodging cars around and shit.
Yep.
And then Tom Skerritt realizes that he has the necklace and that will protect him. And then as they're going around being chased by cars, one flips on its side, another car hits it.
I mean, it's lousy.
Yeah. And when it hits it though, it hits it in the gas tank and splits it open. Gas is going everywhere.
Pink gas.
Yeah, it's pink gas.
Very pink.
I don't know what the fuck. But then Tom Skerritt pulls out his lighter because he's a smoker, by the way.
It's Viper, damn it.
Whatever. And throws it on the ground, and then blows everything up.
So I'm trying to cool this thing up just a little bit.
You can't even Tom Skerritt can't fucking cool
No,
this thing up.
I guess
man.
not.
No, I mean it's so fucking like lame and retarded. So then they blow it up, and then all of a sudden like there's a flash, and then they're
Now,
in the
think
parking
about
garage.
this. He sets off a fucking car explosion in his own building.
Yeah.
Who, I guess he did it to set, the sprinklers off, whatever.
No, he did it to blow up the cars. He didn't know it was going to set the sprinklers off. He was trying to blow the cars up. Because what happens is when it blows up, there's a flash, and all of a sudden they're still in the parking garage, but all the cars are back where they were. There's no destruction, but all the sprinklers are going off.
Yeah.
But there's no destruction at all.
But there's no mirrors. How the fuck is this happening?
Because movie, that's why. So at that point, he realizes, holy shit, outside in. I know what she means. She means that he controls the inside, but we need to get to him from the outside.
Exactly, because everywhere he looked on the outside, they can get to him out there because he kept looking in through the windows and shit.
And so they go up to the top of the building.
They find the elevator. They see Jerky Man.
Yep, see Jerky Man. Yep.
Yeah, and he's completely rotted out. Looked like he'd been dead for 3,000 years.
Yeah, not 10 fucking minutes.
Nope. And, skeleton. And once again, Viper just kind of raises him up, looks at him, and says,
he's like, I ain't cleaning it up. I'll get the janitor to do it.
They get in the same elevator and go all the way to the fucking top of the building and get on one of those little window washing deals.
Yep, because he needs to go.
I'm like, fuck that. 98 floors up on a window washing platform.
Yeah, you're like, I'm not doing that.
No.
No,
Hell
I'm not doing
no.
that shit.
I'd use a water cannon in a helicopter. Fuck that. No way.
Caroline, I knew you, but you're on your own, bitch.
And once again, I've noted several times, for some reason, in all the movies we've been watching lately, there's a personal space issue here.
Yeah.
Everybody's all up in everybody's grill.
Yeah.
Skerritt's up in his wife's grill constantly.
Like 6 inches. Like, what the fuck?
And he's up in his daughter's grill constantly.
The janitor's up in his grill.
I'm like, you go, Tom, you old pimp. So they're outside. So he gets a shovel.
Mm-hmm.
That he snatched out conveniently out of a wheelbarrow on the way up there.
Right.
And smashes the fucking window and gets sucked the fuck in.
Yep.
And then Carol Ann comes out, who is not really Carol Ann,
Nope.
of course.
Nope.
It's fucking Kane talking shit again. I mean, you can see it coming at this point.
Oh,
it's
yeah, a mile
blatantly
away.
obvious. She's telling him, you don't love me? Give me the necklace and just fuck off.
I'll give you back Donna and Jufro and
you
what's
can
his
have
face?
all these fucks back. Just give me the necklace.
I'll go with Kane. You don't love me.
Okay, so anyway, she finally fucking confesses that I love you and blah, blah, blah and all this shit, because she's been doubting her love,
Right.
doubting her decision and all this crap. And
Yeah.
it's like she didn't act like her aunt. And I think this is her mom's sister, not her dad's sister.
It's her
But
mom's
anyway,
sister, yeah.
So she sits there and says, I ain't giving you the fucking necklace. Kiss my ass. So, of course, here comes Cane Face through the kid again.
Right.
Fuck you, and runs off.
And so she jumps in the
She
window.
goes in the window too. Why not? Everybody
Yeah.
else is in here. Let me get some of this my damn self. She goes in there. Everything's frosty. It's frozen. We are obviously on the other side of the mirrors now.
We are in the other dimension.
The other
Or as the
dimension.
paranormal activities call it, the ghost dimension.
Ooh.
And so, so she's in there by herself, and she's trying to find what's going on. Then Kane shows up, and
she takes his head off with a shovel.
Takes his head off with a shovel, which is
talking shit.
It's fucking hilarious.
Fucking knocks his head off. The head starts disintegrating and coming apart and all this shit. And then here comes Kane again. So obviously, nope, we can't kill Kane that easy.
And so he tells her that that he wants them all because he needs to go to the light.
I'm gonna go to the light, motherfucker.
Carol Ann to go to the light, but then Zelda shows up.
Zelda!
And tells him, look, Kane, you don't need Carol Ann to go to the light. I can take you to the light.
Take you to the light.
And then
there is peace and serenity in the light.
And he goes. And this motherfucker who's been after Carol Ann for 3 fucking films, right, decides, okay, I will go with Zelda for no fucking reason other than...
I'll give up the youthful, high energy child for a wrinkled old 300-pound hag who's 4 foot nothing and got
and
like 6 chins.
Here's one other thing. So they go, and he does give back the daughters and Tom Skerritt.
And he doesn't even put up a fight.
No.
See, you're thinking it's coming to a climactic battle.
No.
But it basically just shuts the fuck down.
Yeah.
She just says, I'll take you. And he just goes, He drops his arm and he starts walking, kind of like Doc Brown did when he dropped his hands and had that hopeless look on his face when he blew up the DeLorean trying to use booze to start the motherfucker. He said,
but like, this motherfucker is
about.
still delusional, thinking he's going to heaven after all these fucking people he's killed.
Yeah.
He's killed all these people, and he's fucking tormented this family for like 3 movies.
Yep.
And he still thinks this motherfucker's going to heaven. And we know for damn sure that Zelda was like, yeah, come on, Cain, let's go. I'll take you to the light. And as they leave, and once he gets back to family, they go a little bit further. And as soon as they close the door, she grabs his ass and throws his ass in hell.
That's right.
You know for sure, because that motherfucker's going to hell.
And then you get the fade away.
Yep.
Shows the exterior of the building that they're in. And then we got a big old lightning flash. This is after they're gone.
Yeah.
We get a lightning flash, and we hear Cain's stupid little laugh again. Then the credits roll.
And that's it. And it's one of the most anticlimactic endings to a movie ever.
And we try to stretch this a little bit because there were literally patches of this movie that went 15, 20 minutes without anything.
No, nothing happening.
The occasional reflection was about all you were getting. It was not scary.
No.
I mean, it wasn't nowhere near as powerful as the first one.
No, nowhere near.
Well, of course.
Why don't you give your review, James?
If it was anything like the first one, it wouldn't be on the show any
fuck
fucking
no,
way.
absolutely not.
Okay, well, as far as I'm concerned, the acting was middle of the road. Could have been worse, but it wasn't great. The script, the dialogue was okay. Typical 80s shit. The story itself was not explained well. There was no premise. You had no idea why the fuck she was there. It didn't say anything. But there were flashes of it that were okay. The effects.
There weren't many.
The pool jizz was hilarious.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
The constant freezing of stuff, was loud. The reverse film, the smoke that was coming down, that crawled back up the stairs.
Yeah.
I mean, it's obvious, these effects, but there weren't really any practical effects. There was no blood. Knocking the head off was lousy. I'm just going to go, out of respect for Heather.
Okay.
I'm going to go middle of the road on this one. I'm going to give this one 3 turds.
3 turds, all right.
I'm not going to be real mean to it. I know it was her last project, but it really didn't have no.
Just no.
Just no.
Just no. All right. Well, yeah, I agree with you on most of those parts. The acting wasn't too bad. There were some. The psychiatrist was pretty horrible. Actually, he was a pretty terrible actor.
Yes.
Everybody else did okay for the most part. It's pretty believable. The script was just. I mean, it was terrible. It was just terrible. I mean, it didn't make any sense. People were acting like fucking idiots the whole time. Nobody had the correct reaction to anything.
No,
the story was dumb as hell because I'm sorry, a ghost haunting an entire building. I mean, I get it. If on the first one, his spirit is attached to his bones that are underneath the house.
Yep.
Not only that, but he has the bones and the spirits of the other people that were in the cavern with him.
Yes, captive.
That gave him power. Okay.
Yep.
Now this is years later, and it's a fucking building in a whole different city.
Yeah.
So he should not have this power.
But then again, that doctor fucked it up. Remember, she told him, "You let him here."
But still, anyway, it's a stupid story.
Yep.
The effects were cool that there were. I mean, the girl Donna coming through Zelda's corpse was really neat.
Yeah.
The mirror effect was pretty cool. The one when it grabbed Carol Ann's hands was pretty neat. I mean, other than that, there weren't too many other effects. There weren't really. I mean, I'm trying to think how many actual kills were in this fucking movie.
Honestly, I don't think it was just the one that I can remember. The guy falling in the elevator. Who else died?
Zelda died.
Well,
how the fuck?
She didn't really die. She went other dimensional.
Motherfucker, she's dead. Her body
she went
has
other
ceased living.
Dimensional.
She is an ex person.
She did not have. Well, she did go jerky.
She go jerky. She's an ex person. Yeah.
So maybe 2.
2 people. Okay. Let me see. Did the boyfriend, the Jufro, come back or not? He came back. Okay. He did. So yes, just 2 people.
Just 2 dead.
2 people in this fucking movie.
2 dead. Yep.
Anyway, so it didn't have any of the suspense or the thrills.
Well, you know what? In all fairness, in the first one, nobody died either. And the second one, nobody died.
Yeah, but it was still
except
scary.
Grandma, she died of old age.
Still scary as shit, though.
But yeah,
It was
but that's what I
creepy.
mean. But nobody died.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is a step up in the death count, but
By
step way
a whole
down.
one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, this movie was pretty boring. I would not watch it again, so I'm gonna go 5 on this.
Damn.
Yeah, I'm gonna go 5.
Rest in peace, Heather.
Rest in peace. Look, it's been like 20 years. Okay, we can.
Yeah,
I
can
think
get past it now.
Yeah, we can get past it. It's, it's definitely not too soon.
Yeah.
So whatever. I mean, it's still a shitty movie. So
I
I'm
hear
gonna go
that.
5. Watch
Hey.
it once, get rid of it afterward, but at least watch because you gotta watch the whole trilogy.
Yeah,
You have to watch the whole trilogy. I mean, it's like Indiana Jones. You know, I mean, Kingdom of the Crystal Skull sucks.
Yeah.
And Temple of Doom isn't that fucking great. You know.
Yeah, that was like a sine wave. Raiders way up here, freaking excellent. Temple of Doom came down a little bit.
Goes back up with
Last Crusade was awesome.
Yeah, and then
that was almost Raiders awesome.
Almost Raiders awesome.
And then it came back down a little bit for Crystal
down.
Skull.
No, way fucking down Crystal
Well,
Skull.
the ants killing the dude was pretty cool.
The CGI was shitty. Shia LaBeouf was a terrible character. Fucking Russians versus Nazis is no question whatsoever. Who gives a shit about Russians?
I love the way we do this. I love the way we just straight other shit because what we got presently to talk about just ain't worth a
shit. So, but you gotta watch the trilogy. So you gotta watch it once.
You got to.
You got to. I mean, it's worth it. So, yeah. So that's it, guys.
That is it.
James, you want to tell them where they can find us?
Absolutely. You can find me right now on the floor. I've just about had it. Absolutely. You can find us on the fourthhand.com media network. Excellent network. Tons of great shows. More shows being added all the time. Great people. Great shows. Give them a listen. Give them a shout out. Like their projects. You can also find our other project on there, State of Fear. And you can also find us on Facebook, of course, under What the Suck. And we are also on Instagram under What the Suck.
And you can find the podcast anywhere where podcasts can be listened to.
Where?
Anywhere.
Yes. Spotify, Google Podcasts,
Apple Podcasts,
Cast
Stitcher.
Box. Yeah, all of them.
All of them, yeah.
We're pretty much everywhere. Chris has worked real hard on getting our project
all over the place.
All over the motherfucking place.
And what can they find you if they want to follow you on the social medias?
Well, if they want to find me, they better hurry up, too, because my shit's filling up.
It's getting close up, guys.
Yep, I got about 4,600. You can find me on Facebook. I'm James E. Bishop III. Currently, my profile picture is a picture of the T-800 Terminator.
Yep, because he's pissed.
Yeah. And then I have also on Instagram at James Bishop III.
All right, awesome. And I guess if they want to find me, I don't know why they want to, but if they want to, they can find me on Instagram. Just look up Chris Davila, Davila. You can
He
find
hates
me there.
social media, folks.
I do.
So he may or may not answer you, but don't take it personally. He absolutely detests it. That's why I handle all the social media.
But still write me if you want to.
Absolutely.
And if you want to find me on Instagram, I'm at Little Dapper Gentleman, LIL_Dapper_Gentleman. You can find me there. You can follow me there as well. And of course, as he said, all of our projects are on there as well.
Yes.
So give us a find. And guys, go on whatever app you use and leave us a comment.
Please.
Rate us.
Yeah.
Review us. Just one. Doesn't
Hey,
take long.
Even if you think we're crazy, just tell us. Hey,
Right.
say, hey, you guys are nuts. If we're entertaining you, let us know. If you're if there's things you think we could do better or add to the show, let us know.
Yeah, we love
Absolutely.
we love your feedback. We want to see it. So even if the feedback is just 2 words, just says good show or okay show, just leave something. Leave a.
The more comments we get and stuff like that, good, bad, or otherwise, gets us more exposure and helps the project grow. And we want that. We want we don't make any money here.
Right.
We do this for free because we love it.
Right. Exactly.
And we're just asking for a little help. Get
Yeah.
out there and let us know what's up.
Yeah, guys. So just go rate us, review us, comment, whatever. Share us with your friends, with your family, whoever. Get the word out there.
Please.
So until next time, this is Chris, and I will see y'all at the next Shitfest.
Yeah, and this is James, and if it ain't on What the Suck, it ain't shit.
You've been listening to a Fourth Hand Joint.